Well, hello, everyone. Coach Brad here with Action Coach Business Coaching Services, and I'm here with Demarius Howard, owner of Support Staff on Demand. Demarius, how you doing?
I'm well, Brad. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, you look good. You don't no coronavirus, nothing going on with there.
Hey, no, the only thing that's been bothering me is I got to do my own hair, and I can't go to the barbershop. So, I'm hanging in there the best that I can. I don't look like what I've been through, right?
I know. It's. I saw a little picture on Facebook the other day that the picture of this kid with this wild hairdo, and it says, "Who says that hairstylists aren't essential businesses?"
Totally.
I'm like,
Totally.
totally. I've already been through 2 rounds of my wife cutting my hair, and I'm ready to go back to my stylist. So
Hey, she's doing a good job. Maybe she can line me up and help me out every once in a while. How
I'll definitely tell we'll take the extra income. It's all good. So, Demarius, take a minute and just tell me a little bit about Support Staff on Demand.
Okay, awesome. Support Staff on Demand is a Texas staffing agency. We are a talent management technology resource. What we do is we provide quality staff whenever our clients need them the most. The majority of our clients are schools, charter schools, and ISDs. And what we do is we provide them with auxiliary staff. If they're short, a kitchen service worker, janitorial service worker, special education monitor, you name it, even a nurse's assistant. We help provide them those quality individuals whenever they need them the most. They're not their employees. They don't have to work every day. They just need, fill in whenever they need them for those vacant positions. So we provide them an extra pool of auxiliary staff members to fill in those empty spaces.
Oh, great! That's a cool service.
Mhm.
How long you been in business?
We we just started this year, so
Okay.
we are new to the field, and we were able to sign. We have about 14 schools that we've allocated to work with. And we have a number of different schools coming on after this coronavirus is over. We actually have 3 that are doing a commitment to sign. So we are just excited about this time that we have in preparation for the next school year and even for the summer programs that are going to happen this summer.
Oh, that's awesome! Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, let me ask you. So, I call it a target market, but who ideally is your best customer, Demarius?
Our best customer, like I said before, would be the school districts, ISDs, independent school district, private school, charter schools. We also work with home health agencies who have like a home health aide that will come in and that will be there for that particular, patient. They may be short-staffed. That person may not be able to work every day, and that agency may need an extra person to come in here and there. For special holidays or whatever, just to fill in those vacant spots. So typically ISDs, charter schools, private schools, and then we also will help out with home health agencies.
Awesome. So, with the mandatory shutdown that the COVID-19 has brought on, what has been the
Oh,
biggest impact to
wow.
your business?
That I will say, the biggest impact is everything just shutting down. That we had a lot of traction, a lot of things going great for us within the first 2 months. It's a service that everybody needs. Every district, every school needs extra auxiliary staff, and it's really because there's a shortage of teachers. There's a shortage of teachers. There's a shortage of bus drivers. There's a shortage of, even substitute teachers. So a lot of school districts are focused on getting those professional staff members, those professional staff positions filled. So then when it comes down to the auxiliary staff, it's hard for them to fill those 25 positions. So they'll do the best that they can and trickle some of the work on that professional staff. But the traction and the movement that we've gotten was from out of my years of experience. I've worked in education for 14 years. I was a regional director for education technology resource company that provided substitute teachers. And every school that I went to, they said, do you have bus drivers? Do you have custodial workers? Oh my God, do you have special education monitors? So that traction was already there. They just needed a support, and that's where support staff came from. It was a demand for them. So SSOD is just excited and happy to be able to be that resource for the schools during this time frame.
Great. So, during times like this, we as business owners, we have to think a little bit differently, right? So, how have you pivoted your business during this time in order to be prepared for when we relaunch?
There's a number of things that's going through the head. Talking with other leadership, getting advice, talking with coaches. There's a number of different things. You, as a leader, as an entrepreneur, you always have to be creative. I've always been creative all my life. That's always got me in trouble. I was sitting in class, I was tapping my pencils, making music while we were, doing lessons. And I was like, what happens if people listen to music when they study? Will they do better? Well, we'll see. So you got to always be creative. I will say that this time has allowed me to really sit back and look at how different support staff demand can be with the ever-changing economy, ever-changing world that we live in. If the schools were to shift their days and have online classes, but do transportation for field trips or transportation for enrichment activities, they're still going to need supports. If the schools go to having an A day and a B day, teachers are going to get tired. They're going to want a break. They're going to need extra coverage and extra help. So I think the model that Support Staff on Demand has is a very strong resource for this time. I think this is a great time. The only thing that I need to do is just make sure that I build those solid relationships with those schools, that they understand how important this is for them, as well as we be a steady resource constantly in the community, just making sure that everyone knows that we're out there for them to help them during this time.
Yeah, and I would imagine that given the fact that schools are closed,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got key decision makers and folks that are European strategic alliance partners for you, with a lot of time on their hands, this would probably be a unique opportunity for you to further build those relationships.
It is. It's challenging. For one, a lot of the individuals aren't really in their offices.
Mm-hmm.
So as an entrepreneur, a person in the community, I've built relationships over the years. So really, a lot of it is referrals right now, because people aren't in their offices. They're not answering their phones. They're not checking their emails. I mean, honestly. So by being an entrepreneur, those are people. These are people that in the community that you probably have worked with in previous positions or just built relationships over the years. So I do a lot of referrals, a lot of networking. There's individuals who work with nursing homes that provide, basic placement for nursing homes that we've built relationships together, looking at conferences that are coming up, webinars that are active and happening. There's a number of different things that I probably, because I can't do the face-to-face,
Right.
but do Zoom. So there's a lot of creative Zoom sessions and networking opportunities that are out there that I've been taking part in.
Very, very good. Very good. So interesting question. It's been said that, smart people learn from their mistakes, but wise people learn from other people's mistakes. So I know you've only been in business a short time, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say you probably made a few mistakes. What is a mistake that you've made that could help, say, somebody else that's in your position trying to get their legs underneath them?
I will say I'm a goal-oriented person. Mm-hmm. I'm an analytical person. Once it sounds good to me, I'm going to jump and go for it. And a lot of things are kind of trial and error. So I will say, as long as you plan for the best. I was a counselor, so everything was always good for me. Oh, the sun is always shining. And I didn't really analyze the negatives, the challenges that I may face. I didn't know COVID was going to happen. I didn't know, I knew that there was going to be investment money that I was going to have to put in and time that I was going to have to put in, but I didn't know if COVID was going to come. So honestly, if I can say, think of the worst scenario that the world is ending when you're getting ready to start a business. That's going to help you out. I'll just say, think about the worst. I talk with
Yep.
a lot of entrepreneurs, and I'm a very analytical thinker. And I do talk with my friends, and I say, well, what about this? And what about that? Get you someone in your circle, in your friendship, that will challenge you to say, what about this? What about the negatives? And hone in on those negatives so that when they do come, you'll be prepared. You can all, it's never, it's not, you always should be prepared for everything. And I'll say that that is probably one of my big challenges, that I prepared for the worst, but I didn't prepare for a catastrophe.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard. This is like it sounds cliche to say that we're living in strange and unusual times, but I mean, we've never seen this before. Certainly not in our lifetime, anything close to this. So, but I do like what you said about, you are a planner, but foremost a doer. So as soon as you grasp onto an idea that you like, you're going to go do it. So it reminds me, one of my early mentors in my career told me to, and it was something I still struggle with today because I'm the planner guy too.
Mhm.
But he told me to fail fast and fail forward.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid to fail. Just make sure you're doing it quickly and not thinking about it and doing it slowly, and then do it forward. And
Right.
so I think that's a great lesson for business owners. So second to last question. So I got your contact information. I got your website. Is there anything else you'd like people to know, either about support service on demand or support staff on demand? My apologies. Or is there any special offers going on, or just anything you'd like people to know?
What we're doing right now is we are definitely meeting with school districts, charter schools, private schools, really just to have a conversation, just to see if there's any areas or concerns for them to share with us about their particular staffing needs that they may have. What we're offering is we can definitely cater a plan around your needs, whether it's a financial package. What we're doing is, if you are interested in getting staff to come and fill in those vacant spaces, then it's right now it's only a $25 service fee per successful fill. And then also, if you're like, hey, I need a number of science teachers, or I need a number of bus drivers, then we will provide a flat one-time fee if those persons are hired on as a permanent staff, and that's significantly less than what most of the other staffing agencies are doing. Ours is under $1,000. That's amazing.
Yeah,
And what we're doing is, we're not wanting to break the bank, but we're just wanting to provide a good service or a good resource for the districts, because at this time, money is tight for everyone. And then people are needing jobs. People are needing jobs. And that's what we really want to do. We're here in Garland, we're here in Texas, and we want to make sure that we do our part in order to help the economy go, as well as help put food on tables for families. So that's what we're doing right now.
very cool. Thank you for that. So last question. Tell me, what's been the most inspiring to you in these times?
The first thing that came to mind was Action Coach. I will say Action Coach, surrounding myself around other like-minded individuals. You never know what challenges others may face. And then sometimes just a simple act of kindness from like Action Coach, or from other entrepreneurs or others that are in the trenches dealing with the same thing. That is the most rewarding. That's one of the most rewarding. The other is whenever you sign a contract and you get business going. That's the second.
Exactly.
But I will say, just everyone right now, we're here to help each other, and I think that is an art that we lost for so long, because we were so busy making money. But right now, it's like everyone's like, hey, I may not do financial planning right now, but I know someone who does. Or hey, I am a new entrepreneur and I know someone who can help you out with getting your business started. Action Coach is here. So I just think right now everyone is in it together and we're all working together. And I will say that that's the most, at this time for me to start Support Staff on Demand, it is a blessing. It may seem like a curse for others, and I hate that, but there's so many resources, there's so many opportunities, and then that unification right now with entrepreneurs is really motivating and rewarding to me right now. And I believe I can make it. I believe Support Staff on Demand is going to make it, and we have great opportunities that are already lined up.
Very cool. I couldn't agree more. Business ownership tends to be one of the lonelier jobs in the world, and I think your point is a very good one, and that it's important to have a very strong community you can call on. So I thank you for pointing that out. Demarius, thank you so much for talking with us today and teaching us a little bit more about Support Staff on Demand and kind of how the community can help you and how you can help the community. I think you've got a very, very necessary and a service that you're offering, and I love that you're targeting it towards schools. I've got a lot of friends that are school teachers, so they got a soft spot in my heart, especially since I was rough on my school teachers. So I think what you do is I think what you do is awesome. So thank you so much.
Hey, no, thank you. I appreciate Action Coach. I appreciate you, Brad, for the opportunity. This really means a lot for Support Staff on Demand and personally myself. Blessings to you. Keep doing what you're doing, and you got a supporter right here, 100%.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Thank you.